Alright guys, in this video we're going to go ahead and solve for distance from the speed equation. So the first thing we do is we read the problem. You rode your bike and the computer said that you averaged 18 miles per hour and you rode for 2.5 hours. How far did you go? So we know we need to use the speed equation, so I'm going to write the speed equation out right here. Speed equals distance over time, and I'm going to write my S equals, my D equals, and my T equals. Then I go through and I dissect the word problem. So let's read through and find out what information we can get. You rode your bike and the computer said that you averaged 18 miles per hour. When I see that 18 miles per hour, I know that that is a speed unit. So I'm going to write down here 18 miles per hour. Let me keep looking here to see what other information it gives me. And it says, and you rode your bike for 2.5 hours. Okay, so my time is going to be 2.5 hours. Just abbreviate it like that. And it says, how far did you go? Well, far did you go? That's a distance, so that's going to become my question mark. So now, what we do is we take this information right here, and we're going to substitute it in. So we already have our S, so that's 18 miles per hour is equal to our unknown distance all over our known time, 2.5 hours. The goal with any of these formulas is to always isolate the unknown. So right here, D is our unknown. We want to get it by itself. One way to do that is to multiply times 2.5 hours on this side, which cancels out. So I'm left with simply D on this side is going to be equal to whatever you do on one side of the equation, you have to do, because this is an equal sign, you have to do on the other side. It's going to be equal to times 2.5 hours over here. So now I'm left with 2.5 hours times, you can put the little times symbol in there if you want. I personally like using the parentheses because it separates it better for me. 18 miles per hour. So right now, this is my solution. I can go farther down from here though. So what I do is I say, okay, what can I do? I now multiply. So I'm going to multiply my numbers. 2.5 times 18 is 45. Okay, so I've used those numbers. And now I'm left with hour, mile, hour. The hours can cancel, and so I'm simply left with miles, which goes down there, is equal to my distance. I now ask myself, does this make sense? And it makes sense for two reasons. Number one, I'm looking for a distance, and this is a mile, which is a distance. That's good. I can also go ahead and go through and do the check, and the check would tell me if I did 45 divided by 2.5, I would get 18.